Back again at the studio with Vicky and Damon Embling with us. Now we will see what is going on in the British market. Damon, I think that this is your field.
Hi there. Yeah. I'm obviously British. I'm in the UK at the moment, and I've been to Greece a lot myself. I've been lucky enough to visit on holiday and for work. So I'm excited about helping you to host this session.
So the floor is yours.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, welcome everybody that's tuning in to this special virtual event at the Greek Panorama. My name is Damon Embling. I'm a journalist with the international television news channel Euronews, and we're pleased to be a media partner of Greek Panorama this time around. So, as Maria was just saying there, we're going to be concentrating in this session on what Greece has to offer the British market. Of course, Britain has been a firm favourite in terms of a market for Greece tourism, and Brits have loved travelling to Greece for many, many years now, particularly the islands, but also lots of city breaks to the mainland as well. We're going to be hearing about a couple of different regions of Greece during the course of this event today. But first of all, I would like to hand the floor to Emmy Anagnostopoulou. I hope I got that right. Emmy, I was worried about saying your name. Hi, Emmy. Welcome to the event. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Damon. First of all, I would like to say a big thank you to Greek Panorama, and especially to Vicky Karanzavelou for inviting me to be part of this great initiative. As we all know, in these unprecedented times, the travel industry should remain united and work together towards our tourist goals, necessitating a concerted worldwide response and a willingness to share and learn from each other, from others. So this experience should now shape how, as an industry, we approach these common challenges we all face.
And indeed, it has been a difficult time, hasn't it, Emmy? But in terms of opening up and sort of, I know Greece has been welcoming tourists from Britain, in intermittent periods over the past year. But as we look to the future now with the vaccines being rolled out and everything, what do you hope Greece will have to offer the British market?
I think that Greece was the first country to welcome the British holidaymakers last year, when major countries were closed for the British market. We did it gradually, to be honest. You know that the flight started from the 15th of July. So yes, we had many losses. We faced many problems, mainly the hoteliers in Greece. You may understand why. But with respect to the holidaymakers, to the travelers, we managed to have a significant flow of British tourists in Greece in 2020. The UK traditionally has been one of the biggest markets for Greek tourism, and even though last year presented a substantial decrease on the number of bookings, I believe that compared to other countries, the UK holidaymakers have shown their consistent interest and support to holidays in Greece.
And Amy, why do you think the British market is so in love with Greece, if I can say it like that? Because it is a firm favourite, isn't it? It's a place where many people go from Britain every year on holiday, not just in the summer to the islands, but also for city breaks and other holidays
absolutely,
as well.
Absolutely. And in the past 3 years before the pandemic, we have seen an exponential increase in arrivals and bookings from the UK throughout the year, and not just the summer months. Something that is indicative of the willingness of the UK holiday makers to explore different sides of the Greek tourist product, such as outdoor activities, soft activities, culture, of course, gastronomy, city breaks, and we have seen that mainly in the shoulder months.
And we'll be hearing from a couple of regions in Greece a bit later on, Attica and Loutraki. And I know Loutraki in particular has a lot of wellness tourism offerings. I guess with the pandemic and most of us sort of being stuck in our homes in the UK for a long time, I think wellness tourism, as well as just travelling generally, are going to be quite popular, aren't they, in Greece?
That's what we are hoping for. To be honest, somehow Greece has to capitalize on the excellent management of the crisis. And as you already know, right now, Greece is in lockdown. Everything is closed right now in Greece. The restaurants are closed. We are taking all the necessary restrictions and measures in order to be able, during summer, to receive tourism.
And I mean, how much reassurance are you going to have to give those British travellers about coming to Greece? Because I mean, after the pandemic, many people might still be nervous about travelling generally. Do you think you have to sort of change your approach in terms of selling Greece through the travel trade?
We won't be selling Greece if we are not ready to open the borders and to receive them. We are trying to be responsible, and that's the most important thing, which we are doing, and we will continue doing. I believe, well, we have all of us have read some researches about the decrease in the number of flights, and most probably Greece will also have many losses the first semester of this year. But hopefully by mid-May, we will start seeing tourism going to Greece. And this is where Noel should intervene because, in my opinion, the first category of travelers to Greece will be the silver ones, the silver generation, because they are the ones that have been vaccinated and continue doing so until May. So we expect travelers over 60, 65 years old to be able to start traveling from mid-May and on. And hopefully and gradually by mid-July, we will start to see the flows concentrating to Greece.
Okay, I mean, you mentioned Noel there. Noel is joining us from Sunvil Holidays. Hello to you, Noel.
Morning. No,
Hi.
good afternoon.
Good afternoon, definitely now, in the UK and in Greece. Welcome along to the event. So, just tell us a little bit about you and your company and, your interest in Greece as a destination.
Well, last year we were 50 years old. We've been operating to Greece since 1974. I've lost count of the number of islands that we feature, but it's a great many. And also mainland. We carry, under normal circumstances, about 18 to 20,000 people to Greece every year. I don't think it will be anywhere near that number this year. A lot of regular clients. We have clients that have been traveling with us for 20 years to the same property, to the same island. Very high repeat, 60%. And what they're looking for is the Greece of yesteryear, I suppose. Our clients aren't interested in all-inclusive hotels or big hotels. They want to go to small owner-managed hotels. They want to go to private villas. And they desperately want to go. And at the moment, although generally the industry feels very confident that we can begin from May, we're meeting a great deal of resistance from the UK government, especially the Home Secretary. And the message is, don't travel. It is illegal to travel. It's certainly illegal to travel at the moment, but there's absolutely no reason why people can't book. Because if you book a package, you are totally financially protected. So if you want to go, but for some reason there's something new on the on the virus scene, and you can't go, you will not lose your money. That is not being made very clear, because obviously all UK ministers in any of their public announcements want everybody to travel or to stay in the UK. And at the moment, especially on self-catering, UK tour operators are booming.
Noel, when people are trying to kind of plan ahead for their holidays, it's very difficult in the UK right now, as you know, because of the pandemic and the restrictions that you mentioned that the government has put in place. And I think it is this sort of reassurance that things can be flexible, but also people are going to want reassurance, aren't they, that if they got sick, heaven forbid, but if they did, that there would be that sort of security and healthcare in place that, would give them that peace of mind, right?
I don't think there's any problem in Greece on that score, not at all. As Emily said, Greece has had a very good track record. And from talking to other operators, we know that Greece is one of the leading favourites, really, for this year. And don't forget that probably by the end of April, you're looking at 50% of the UK population would have been inoculated. And I had mine last week, the over 70s. So I'll be coming as soon as I'm allowed to go, make sure.
And how do you think this is going to actually impact the sort of travel market in terms of this vaccination program, not only in Britain, but in other countries as well? Do you think it is going to be a case where we're going to have a vaccination passport and older people will be able to travel maybe before the younger generations? How's it all going to work?
I think currently there seems to be some resistance to the passport because so many people still haven't been vaccinated. But I think you'll see that in the next couple of months, once more people being vaccinated and once countries begin to take a firm stance and agree on a stance, then a passport would be very useful. And I think as an industry, we would be in favour of that.
Okay. And Emmy, if I can just go back to you.
Not only that, Damon, I don't think that we're going to have this passport finally because it's a kind of discrimination. I mean, people of our age won't be able to be vaccinated until summer. So aren't we allowed to travel? Yes, we are. Most probably, we will continue this measure of 72 hours before the travel COVID test. If it's negative, we will be able to travel. Most probably, if the pandemic continues and we still have those strains of South Africa, of Brazil, of the British one as well. But I believe that the time will be in our benefit. So every month we will have better results, we will have more vaccinations, and we will have some ages, maybe 60 over, that all of them will be vaccinated. The UK is doing an excellent job in this area. I have read that more than 10 million people have been vaccinated of those ages. So most probably we will be able from May and on to receive categories of ages to Greece, maybe even without test if they have been vaccinated.
And Noel from Sunvil Holidays, when the world gets back on the move, hopefully soon over the coming months, what do you think is the sort of secret of Greece's appeal to the British market? I mean, why do British people go there year after year? And obviously that's going to be an important thing as things start to move again, that Greece does get its share of the market back, right?
Yes.
It's the most relaxed and the safest destination in the world.
Exactly.
There is, I think there's no doubt about that. That's why people go. And they love the culture. Wherever you turn your camera, there's a beautiful picture. And it's a winner. There's no doubt about it.
And Emmy, it's such a mixture, isn't it, of appeal, really? There's so many different
Yes, Damon. And Noel is aware of that because we have worked closely the last years since I'm here. The GNTO UK and Ireland office has always tried to present to the UK audience all the different sides of Greece and establish it as an all-year-round destination, not only as a sea and sun. So gradually and every year, the travelers discover that if they go to an island, it's not only for sea and sun. They can do gastronomic routes. They can taste the wine. They can do trekking. They can do canoeing. They can do many, many more things. And always there's culture everywhere. So we have seen, Noel can confirm that the first 2 months of 2020, the pre-bookings were impressive. When I came here, 2.3 or 4 million British, that was 2017, was the number of British tourists to Greece. And at the end of 2019, in 3 years, this number exceeded the 3.9 millions.
Oh,
so if we had these pre-bookings the first 2 months of 2020, it was the first year that we were expecting more than 4 million Britons to Greece. Imagine this number. So they see something, they feel secure, they feel that they can discover more things to Greece. And that's what our office tried to do the last years. We have organized more than 100 press trips to Greece, focusing not only to the already well-known destinations, but also on the undiscovered gems, let's say. And we have worked with more than 20 different tour operators through our joint marketing. Noel was one of them, and Sunvil, of course, with campaigns. We materialized marketing campaigns with more than 35 media partners, focusing on all different aspects of the tourist product. We did many roadshows, webinars to the trade market, our own events with prestigious media of the country, showcasing Greek destination and thematic products. This is very important. We also participated to third-party events. We facilitated filming in Greece, and many more dynamic activities. And I think that the readers, the audience, the holiday makers have seen a Greece more enriched than sea and sun. They have seen all the opportunities this country has to offer to the audience.
Because, Emmy, increasingly, the younger British tourists and travellers, they want an authentic and cultural experience, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. I think we have passed from the sea and sun to the inspirational destinations, and Greece, wherever you want to travel, even if it's mainland or islands, has to offer unique experiences to the travelers.
Okay. And Noel, I want to ask you, obviously Greece is full of different contrasts, different things to see and do, and obviously travellers that come from Britain, they have different budgets. Some are coming on a budget, some want a much more luxurious experience. Greece offers all of that, doesn't it?
Yes, that's always been the strength of Greece. It goes right across the whole strata of demand. So it's the place to go, to put it bluntly.
And Noel, what do you like about Greece personally? What stands out for you?
Well,
we only have a short space of time.
I think the first thing is the people, the hospitality, something that we are proud of and can distinguish in this sector.
I suppose over many years we've made a lot of friends in Greece. We've been featuring and working with people for decades. And it's very much part of our nature. We're there. We associate ourselves with Greece. I mean, we're quite a diversified company, but Greece is very special to us, and always will be.
Well,
right.
Damon, I think it's time to continue. We have with us Vivi Gialou from Loutraki Tourism Organization. Is it time to see her presentation? And then we can discuss on Loutraki destination.
Sounds perfect. Yeah, so we're going to hear from
Dear friends
Loutraki
from all
now.
over
Vivi,
Europe,
Gialou.
hello and welcome to the municipality of Loutraki, Perahora and Agioi Theodoroi. Our motto is more than an island, and as we go through this brief presentation, I hope that you will discover too that our destination is indeed more than an island. A famous quote states that the journey, not the destination, matters. But our quote states that we make your journey in our destination matter. We are Loutraki Tourism Organization. We are the official destination management organization of the municipality of Loutraki, Perahora, Agioi Theodoroi, representing the sum of the tourist businesses operating within our destination. We tend to believe that the destination is as good as the members of the tourism value chain. Let us go through our unique selling points, and I hope that when we finish, you will believe as well that Loutraki is more than an island. So, number one, location. Proximity to Athens and the Eleftherios Venizelos Airport, only 80 kilometers away. Location is everything in tourism. You see the map here, Loutraki is the red dot. You see where Athens is. We're only 80 kilometers away from the Venizelos International Airport, very centrally located in mainland Greece. We are the gateway to the mythical Peloponnese. This is the Isthmus Canal. This is the beginning of our destination and our journey. Number two, our second USP, location again, but this time in terms of proximity to the most important archaeological sites of central Greece. You see the map, you see where Loutraki is, and you see where the main archaeological sites of Greece are located. Mycenae, ancient Corinth, Olympia, Nemea, Hieron, and the Parthenon only 83 kilometers from Loutraki. Number three, climate and natural environment. The mild Mediterranean climate, the crystal clear seawater, and the beautiful beaches, combined with a fascinating natural environment, a blend of mountain and sea. Beauty that comes from nature is the most natural beauty of all. Let's see at a glance. 2 blue flag beaches, 12 plus virgin beaches, a lagoon, and a mountain complex, Gerania Mountains. Loutraki Main Beach, a 4-kilometer long blue flag awarded beach with sunbeds, beach bars, and crystal clear sea waters. Agioi Theodoroi Pefkakia Beach. It is a 3 kilometers long blue flag awarded beach. It is the second most visited popular beach in our destination. 12 plus virgin beaches in our destination. Pebble, sands, caves. Whatever you will find in an island, you can find in our destination as well. Hieron Lagoon, a blue lagoon with salty waters, only 18 kilometers away from the city of Loutraki. The Hieron Temple, a dive into antiquity, an amazing dive into an archaeological site. And the Gerania Mountain Complex, a breath of fresh air. Number 4, healing waters, the Loutraki Municipal Thermal Spa. Visitors here enjoy special treatments and the therapeutic abilities of the thermal water that the ancient Greeks discovered 2,500 years ago. Loutraki is a member of the European Historic Thermal Towns Network. The Loutraki Natural Springs, this is an architectural wonder. The Loutraki Thermal Spa, this is a modern spa to dive right in. Number 5, the Loutraki Casino. The luxurious Loutraki Casino is the largest casino resort in Europe with gaming halls of 100 tables and 1,000 slot machines, offering the most modern and exciting games. Let the games begin. Tourist infrastructure. Significant tourist infrastructure that presents a total of 50 hotels and 8,000 beds, among which are the high-quality 5-star hotels, Club Hotel Loutraki and Poseidon Resort. You understand that in a city of 10,000 inhabitants, 50 hotels and 8,000 beds showcase a tourist destination. Number 7, activities and themed tourism forms. Sports tourism, activities, gastronomy, culture and archaeology, religious, wellness and spa, health, nature and ecotourism. This is an active destination by all means. Let's see why. Sports tourism. 1 million athletes have been hosted in 3,000 different sports events that have taken place in the city of Loutraki over the years. Many activities for groups and FITs. Bungee jumping, paragliding, scuba diving, all kinds of sports, extreme or not, you will find available in our destination, all performed by certified instructors. Gastronomy, premium and traditional gastronomy with many options. wellness spa, the Loutraki Theliman spa that I mentioned before. Religious tourism with monasteries, churches, and chapels of Cycladic style. So, to sum up, our USPs. Number 1, location in terms of access. Number 2, location in terms of strategic position. Number 3, climate and natural environment. Number 4, healing waters. Number 5, the Loutraki Casino. Number 6, infrastructure. And number 7, activities and themed tourism forums. So, last but not least, a lighthouse to discover, a cave to explore, and the sunsets to adore. Thank you very much.
Some fantastic images there of Loutraki. Let's bring Vivi back in from Loutraki Tourism. Vivi, you were talking about healing waters, natural environments. I think they're all the kind of things that British tourists are going to love after the pandemic, right?
Yes, we certainly do hope so. The UK is a new market for our destination, a new and very interesting one. And we have lots of requests for 2021 from UK, and this is very hopeful for us.
Great. Shall I bring in Maria and Vicky here? Do you want to join the conversation about Loutraki?
Maria, the floor is yours.
I know that it is very difficult to make predictions for this year, but which is your goal in terms of tourism?
Our goal is to surpass our results for 2020. We had more or less a good 2020 if we take into account the special circumstances of the year. We were ready to face to open up to tourism. We did open up with great success, and we managed to stay COVID-free throughout 2020 as a destination on whole. This was a big success for our destination, and we have we gained the trust of the travel agents that worked with us. Because the travel agents, when they came in 2020, they discovered a destination ready to welcome them, following all protocols in a very, very strict and mannered way. And I think that trust is something very, very important when we're talking about tourism and destination management.
And I think that this is the message that we send as a country in general, that we are a safe destination, and the way the Greek government handled the whole situation is remarkable. And we have to underline that.
Yes, of course, of course. And this is showcased by the level of expertise the tourism sector developed in a very, very brief period in order to welcome tourists from abroad. And I think that the travelers that chose Greece for 2020, they can testify to that event.
That's true. That's absolutely true. We had so many testimonials, and we have read here in the UK so many articles of travelers being in Greece and say that they were feeling safer than in the UK, and they weren't feeling this danger, this pandemic in Greece. They were feeling free to enjoy their holiday. So I imagine that in 2021 it will be much better, the situation and the conditions. The only thing I'm thinking of is that we're going to have a pushback in dates. I mean, usually Greece welcomes tourists since May until September. I believe that this year we will have more tourism between July and maybe even November, if the hotels agree and decide to stay open until then. We have an ally, which is the weather. The last 3 years, in October and November, we had extremely high temperatures. Even in November, we had temperatures like 28 and 30 degrees. So maybe we can, if we lose May and maybe mid-June, we can have a better October and a better November. I believe that the flight carriers will move forward a little bit their flights until November. So if hotels remain open, we will gain this flow we are expecting.
As we can see, Damon, as we can see in our screen, we have Professor Buhalis from Bournemouth University. Hello,
Good
Professor
afternoon.
Buhalis. Can you hear us? Professor? We cannot hear you. Please, your micro.
Turn on your microphone.
Okay.
Hey,
Hi.
hello.
Hey, lovely to see you all, guys. Lovely to see you, and great to see very good friends. Noel, Emmy, Vivi, all my friends are here. Wow. Hello, Damon.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise, Dimitri.
Yeah. And actually, Professor Buhalis is at my old university where I studied journalism, so it's great to...
We produce the best graduates, you know?
You would say that.
Yeah, of course. In fact, I just got out of a class because I'm teaching, and because we moved the day, so...
Okay, great.
20 minutes or so.
Well, Professor Buhalis, thank you very much indeed for joining us. So we were just talking about Loutraki, actually, and hearing from Vivi there. You're actually from Loutraki, aren't you?
I've got relations. It's great. Loutraki is a fantastic destination, and it's very close to Athens. And I heard Vivi talking about earlier. It's one of these destinations absolutely incredibly approachable and accessible for a lot of people. And And it's a little secret. I don't want everybody to know about that because, imagine if everybody goes there. But I think the whole Greece is, and the Peloponnese is a place that has not been fully explored yet, because a lot of people are traveling to Greece on charter flights, and they are kind of using a very specific kind of pattern of tourism. And I think one of the things that COVID has actually taught us is how to explore destinations and how we can engage in different places. And I know that, Noel is a very old friend and a very, very good colleague. And I know that he's taking his customers into some destinations, some places that are off the beaten track. But a lot of the British travelers actually have not seen the best of Greece yet.
Yeah, because that's a good point you say, off the beaten track, because particularly younger travellers these days, they do want that more authentic, unique experience, don't they? While also leaving a sort of sustainable footprint as well.
Damon, let's be honest with ourselves. The young travelers do not necessarily want that.
Okay.
You've got the kind of 1830 kind of young traveler.
Yeah, some of them.
It's actually not going to the off-beaten track. They're going to very specific destinations.
Yeah.
And at some stage, we'll need to kind of address those things. And I think there is a market segment that is really looking for authentic experiences. And they are involved in all kind of looking to resources, looking to the different kind of things that they're doing. But also we've got another issue with some of our younger experts, especially from the UK, I have to go to say, that they'll go to a Greek destination and not do the things that they will do in Bournemouth, for example, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, sure. But how would you sum up the appeal of Greece to the British market? Is it like an all-time classic full of surprises? Is that how you would describe it?
I think, first of all, there's not one Greece. I think there are millions of Greece, of different kind of beats. And a lot of my friends in the UK and everywhere, they're asking me, what's the best place to go in Greece? And I said, tell me what you would like to do. Tell me who you're going to go with. Are you going to go with your sweetheart? Are you going to go with your kids? Are you going to go to explore and walk up on the mountains? Are you going to go surfing, kite surfing? So Greece has got a blessing that has got so much resource that it's out there that kind of gives you an incredible range of opportunities to explore things. And as a Greek person who has lived abroad for 30 years in the UK and everywhere, I still discover Greece every time. And I see some documentaries that someone is saying, and I say, oh my God, I've been to, I was just teaching my students, and there were some guys from Indonesia, and I was telling them about small villages in Bali and what the problems of tourism are there. And I said, I've been to this small village in Bali, and I've kind of talk to the local players and help them develop their product. And then I'm looking to some of the places in Greece like Epirus or like in the Peloponnese or some of the islands, and I've never been, So back to your question, Damon, I think depends what you are looking for. Greece has got a range of different things. The only problem we've got is that we are not marketing them very well, and we are not telling everything, and we're not specializing very well. So there are a lot of different places that you'll have an incredible holiday. And actually, one of the things that we'll see happening more and more is digital nomads. And actually, a lot of the Greek academics who are in the UK, they've moved to Greece to do their lockdown in Greece rather than do it in the UK, and they find them an incredible experience.
Yeah, and I think going forward, there's going to be a big trend of business and leisure, isn't there? Yeah.
Damon, may I ask something to Mr. Buhalis? Sure. Because except of Greek, you are a professor too. Do you believe that Greece is ready to serve these digital nomads?
Sure. I think Greece is more than ready to serve the digital nomads. I think it's got incredible resources to do so. We need to improve the internet. We need to improve the connections and the cost of internet and data. And I think what we'll see increasingly happening in some of the hotel accommodation that has opened recently, especially in places like Athens, Thessaloniki, Patras, the big cities, but also little smaller cities like Kalamata and places that have got incredibly beautiful kind of resources nearby, Loutraki, for example, in many different places where what you'll find is this kind of co-working areas where people can. It's kind of hotels, kind of Regus office spaces where you'll have secretariat, where you'll have fast connections, where you'll have some resources. And also there's a community. The digital nomad is a community. People do not necessarily want to travel and be on their own and work away from home on their own. They would like to engage with other nomads. And I was in Bali last year, and I met some of my ex-students who were from Germany, who were in Bali, and they were spending 8 months in Bali doing that. And they were describing a community of people who happened to want to live in that particular place at that particular time. I can see fantastic opportunities for places like Kalamata, a couple of hours or a big airport or a good airport with good connections nearby. That can do things like that.
Mr. Buhalis, could you describe us the profile that has been shaping for the new travelers and the new trends that we will see in the tourist market?
I don't think everybody's talking about the new market and everybody's talking that the customer is going to be different. They're not going to be different. They'll be the same customer and they look for the same things. They look for value. And they look for having a fantastic time, value for money and value for time. Value for money doesn't mean cheap, by the way, right? Value for money means that I pay that and I get exactly what I paid for. Thank you very much. And more importantly, they look for value for time. Now, one of the things that's new is safety security. Okay. And safety security, not only from COVID, but for everything that we're doing before. And I think there's also... I think in terms of experience, I think people will be looking for a more authentic kind of experience. They wouldn't necessarily like the kind of plastic experience that we give them. But we need to be honest, right? We talk about people would like to have a very different new experience. But at the same time, when you personalize, individualize, and contextualize all the experience, the cost is going up. So Noel has been selling fantastic experience for 30 years, probably more, but I know
and to unknown destinations in Greece. He has opened many Greek destinations like Samos, or which is a very important island to Greece.
Exactly.
You know why? And then he has a special program in Zagorochoria, almost all year round when we have flights, of course, and the same in Peloponnese. And he can tell you how many experience can a traveler experience in Greece, can live in Greece, being in a small area like Epirus, like Peloponnese. They can do millions of things and enjoy an authentic, unique experience nowhere else all year round. And Dimitrios, I'm envy, because in Greece, they have 18 degrees and in a couple of days, they are talking about 24 degrees. So imagine if we didn't have the pandemic and we had the flights open without restrictions, what an exceptional period that would be for pensioners or
That's true.
60 plus that have more time and money to travel this time of the year, with mild temperatures and being able to do all those these activities to Greece, to any place.
Some of you know that I spent January to March last year in Greece because my mother was in hospital. And I was meeting with Vivi, and we did the first interview about COVID and yes, tourism back on the 17th of February. And I decided last winter that I'll be spending 2 or 3 months per year in Greece in the winter time, because if you would like to have a 20 degrees kind of sunshine day in Greece and telework Why would you work in the UK with 3 degrees today or raining and kind of a miserable weather? You know, I was getting out and I was going to hospital, and it was really a very stressed kind of environment, but the sun was there and it was fantastic. And going back to the authentic experience that I was answering in that question, I think what the kind of holidays that people are buying from Noel will be very different from a cheap and cheerful kind of holidays that some other tour operators are doing. So I think there's not one thing like the market is going to do that, the customer is going to do that. There are a lot like Greece, a lot of Greece, different destinations with different resources. There are also a lot of market segments. And we somehow will need to identify which market segments do we want to approach and do we want to serve, and go after them explicitly and provide those things. I mean, Vivi was talking about the different resources. Loutraki is fantastic for cycling.
Dimitri, please give us your insight from Loutraki, because I know that you are in connection with Loutraki.
I think the beauty of Loutraki in particular has got a lot of different resources and can do different things. But I think Loutraki has got to learn how to specialize those resources and how to actually go to specific people. I mean, they've done, especially in the wintertime, springtime, they've done fantastic things with sport events, and they've got some incredible bicycle teams that they're coming along and they are doing all kinds of training.
Horse riding.
Very famous.
Well, Emmy, there's no horse riding in Loutraki. Okay, that's
yes, to the beaches you can find it. I have photos. I will send you a couple of them. I've been 4 years ago in September, and I have images, so I can send them over to you. Maybe it's not a very traditional activity, but you can do so many things there.
Yes, but okay. Let's be honest with ourselves. Again, guys, you know, we're in a tourism kind of environment. You can do everything everywhere. Okay. The issue is, what do you choose to do, and what does the destination choose to attract people to do? And how do we focus on those things? And I think the Greek destinations will need to learn from this. They'll need to learn how to concentrate on the things that they really want to do well. And concentrate on this, okay? And I think, you know, there are a lot of different places that they're doing fantastically well, but we're trying to do a little bit of everything. I think at some stage we'll need to focus on
to specialize.
2 or 3 markets, specialize and go after those markets very, very well. Vicky is doing the bike initiative right now. Bikers and those people with bicycles, and especially serious bikers, have got specific requirements. We need to understand them. We need to provide for them, and we need to engage with those markets professionally. And we'll need horse riding for different places, in Kos or wherever.
Such initiatives attract people.
Absolutely, because the specialization means that the word of mouth goes out, and yes, and it means that specific markets will kind of bring other people. So we will lose the markets that we do not necessarily like, and we'll concentrate on the markets that we do like.
Dimitri, but first of all, the destinations and the regions are the ones that should specialize on specific activities, create the product, and then present it and sell it to tour operators, and help us as a tourist board to promote it the way it should be. These are the steps, not the contrary. I'm trying to do marketing here. You know that the last 3.5 years, doing everything I can, looking by myself, different aspects of tourism in Greece, not only sea and sun, to every destination we showcase, we promote, but we don't have the product. I translate many things that I find in Greek, honestly.
Okay, that's a conversation we'll have the two of us. You've been doing a fantastic job in London and the UK.
I think we have to move on.
But I think, I think what is absolutely critical is to learn which destinations are going to attract which markets. It's fundamental.
I agree.
But I think one of the key issues that we've got, and back to Damon, to the question that he opened, was because Greece is so blessed with so many things, we're trying to go after each market. I think what we do, and we can support it as the Greek tourism industry can support much more than a lot of other places. But I think what we really need to do is to really specialize some of the destinations and say, in this destination, this is what you do. You know, if you really want to do surfing, you can do surfing almost everywhere where there's a sea. But there are some specific destinations, Naxos comes to mind, that has got incredible conditions for surfing. So let's concentrate surfing in Naxos. Let's not try to do surfing in a different destination. Let's do biking in Loutraki. Let's do, you know, so look into the markets and kind of develop all those things. And I think we need everybody to come together in a plan, and a lot of those things are on progress.
Mr. Buhalis, thank you for
like
your contribution.
Like Tinos that created the food paths and the trails. So we can promote Tinos as a trail destination, a trekking destination, and as a gastronomy destination. They have worked on it the last 10 years. By creating the food paths, it's easier for us to promote the island in that way and the shoulder months, not only during summer.
Exactly.
Vicky, what comes next?
I think we have to move on. Thank you all for this discussion. We will see now the presentation of Attica. Damon?
Yeah, I think we have Maria with us, do we, on the call?
Maria, yes, of course, Maria Pantelous.
I'll need to go back to class. Go back to class, guys.
Thank you
lovely to see you.
So much. So,
take good care. Lovely to see you all.
Thank you.
Can we move on with the presentation, Damon, please?
Yeah, so we're going to move to the district of Attica, which of course includes Athens, and we've got Maria Pantelous, who's the head of department within the tourism promotion section at the Directorate of Attica. So let's bring in Maria now.
Welcome everyone. I would like to present you why Attica is a multidimensional destination for all year-round short break holidays. The region of Attica, as you can see, is located in the heart of Greece. You can see the area marked in red, and it comprises not only the peninsula of Attica, but also the islands of the Saronic Gulf and two islands by the Peloponnese, Kythira and Adikythira. You can see that Athens has direct flights from Athens to London Heathrow Airport are available every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday by Agioi Airlines, and every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday by British Airways. Also, you can see that from London Heathrow to Athens, we have Agioi Airlines operating every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday, and British Airways every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Athens International Airport and Piraeus Port offer easy reach from airport and seaport to the city center with a vast network of infrastructures. As you can see, the Athens airport is only 34 minutes to the city center, and from the airport to Piraeus, you only need a 36 minutes drive. Attica enjoys a mild climate, a Mediterranean climate that favors travels in every season. As you can see, from early spring till late fall, you can enjoy holidays in our area. And also, there are plenty of activities for every tourist and every visitor throughout the year. Attica is really Greece in a snapshot, with a variety of cultural venues, luxury hotel accommodation, and the Saronic Islands close by. You can find everything in the region for unique holidays. Attica is characterized by world-renowned monuments, as the Acropolis is a UNESCO World Heritage Monument, and also the Daphne Monastery is another World Heritage Monument that you can visit when you visit our area. Cultural venues, such as the new cultural hub of Athens, the Stavros Niarchos Foundation Cultural Center, that hosts the new National Library and the new Opera House, and offers various cultural programs free of access for children, and kayaking lessons in the summer is another must-see when you visit the region. Cultural venues, as the new Acropolis Museum, is the must-see for all visitors. The new Acropolis Museum has been rated top in TripAdvisor and offers various educational programs for children as well. You can enjoy hospitality like no other when you visit the region of Attica, with luxurious facilities that can cater to your every need. Most luxurious facilities with 5-star hotels are located in the city center and the Attica Riviera, and you can find smaller boutique hotels when you visit the Saronic Islands. The Athenian Riviera is a must-see. It's the coastline of Attica and 60 kilometers in length that offers visitors and locals alike a unique escapade to the coastline of Attica, just 30 minutes away from the city of Athens. When you visit the region, you can dine in Michelin awarded restaurants. We had 4 Michelin awarded restaurants in 2019 and 2 bars among the top 50 of the world. And of course, all people working in the gastronomic industry follow all health and security measures to ensure safe dining in the restaurants when the time is right to travel again safely. When you visit the region, you can taste the local products that are local to Attica region and the Mediterranean cuisine. Greek cuisine as well as international cuisine is available, and the local products consist of seasonal vegetables from the area of Marathon, almond paste sweets made with almond paste, rose water from the islands of Hydra and Poros, pistachio nuts from the island of Aegina, thyme honey from Attica and Kythera, spoon sweets, and Sabatiano wine, the local vine variety of the Mesogia area of the Attica, which produces a fresh, fruity wine that accompanies perfectly the Mediterranean cuisine. You can enjoy activities for the whole family when you visit the region, with many events and festivals for people of all ages. Apart from the Athens Epidavros Festival and the Schelia Festival, that are major cultural events each year, activities with families and children are offered in the Acropolis Museum, the Stavros Niarchos Cultural Center, the Onassis Stegi Foundation, the Foundation of the Hellenic World, the Children's Museum, and many more. Region of Attica proudly presents the world-class event of the Athens Authentic Marathon. The Authentic Marathon course of 42,195 meters, which ends in the Panathinaik Kalimarmaron Stadium, the location of the first modern Olympic Games in 1894. This is where the 2,500-year history of the marathon race began, which the legend of the Greek messenger, soldier, and runner, who is thought to have run from Marathon to Athens in 490 before Christ to bring news of the victory in battle over the Persians. The 2020 marathon took place virtually, and the half marathon is organized for 2021 on the 23rd of May, or alternatively on the 12th of September in 2021. That is regarding the measures applicable that period of time. The Authentic Marathon will take place in November of 2021. You can enjoy health and wellness in Attica and enjoy the holistic approach and thermal tourism that is perfect for senior travelers and athletes who want to recuperate after their sport events by visiting the Lake Vouliagmeni, a thermal lake in the southern part of Attica region with a constant water temperature of 28 degrees and various health benefits with the thermal waters. So you can see that even during winter time, when you visit the Attica region, you can enjoy swimming in beautiful waters. Attica had 19 blue flag beaches for 2020, and you can see you can enjoy crystal clear waters when you visit the municipalities of Marathonas, Sparta Artemida, Markopoulou Mesogeias, Saronikos, Varivula Vouliagmeni, Glyfada, Aegina, and Poris municipalities. You can get in touch with nature and wander on the mountains and hills of Attica, hike the trails and reach their peak when you visit the region of Attica. Apart from the surrounding mountains of Imitos, Penteli, and Parnitha, you can enjoy hiking in the island of Kythira, Hydra, Poros, Aegina, and you can participate in activities like horse riding, like camping in the southern suburbs of Attica, cycling in the islands of Spetses or the city center in the vast network of cycling routes available. Sailing and cruising is actually the best way to enjoy the beauty of Attica. As you may know, apart from one-day cruises available from the Piraeus port that help you explore the nearby islands of the Saronic Gulf, there are various yachting and sailing clubs that offer renting of yachts with or without crew throughout the year. So you can actually participate with a group of, let's say, 12 people and do your own schedule and even travel in a way that is more health-oriented and more cheaper than renting hotel accommodation in each one of the locations. You can travel in a slower pace and discover better the unique character of each of the islands that you will discover nearby Attica. We have also 9 world-class marinas, and the Flisvos Marina was awarded in 2018 with the 5 Gold Anchors Platinum Award. From May till October, yachting and sailing is a unique period that you can enjoy yachting and sailing in the Saronic Islands, since we don't have the strong winds that the other Greek destinations have this month. And the Saronic Gulf is a natural harbor, as you can see in the map, so you can enjoy your holidays a bit longer. The islands are easily accessible, as you can see in the map, and in fact, in the year 2018, the island destinations of the Saronic Gulf won the award of the Global Travel and Tourism Greece Leading Island Destination Award. Let me talk a little bit about the islands. Salamina Island is just 40 minutes away from the Piraeus port, and it is famous from the naval battle of Salamis. It is just 40 minutes from Piraeus. You can reach Aegina Island, a popular destination for both Greek and foreign visitors, offering the Temple of Aphea and a pistachio nut festival each September. In just 1 hour and 30 minutes from Piraeus, you can visit the Agistri Island, a popular summer destination for quick escapades and a popular day trip for most Athenians during the summer months. And in 1 hour and 15 minutes from Piraeus, you can reach the romantic destination of Poros with a picturesque harbor that you can enjoy the beautiful nature and the relaxing holidays. Hydra, in just 1 hour and 50 minutes from Piraeus, is a car-free, renowned cosmopolitan destination with a wonderful traditional settlement. Enjoying a vast nautical tradition, Hydra is characterized by stone-built mansions. Visit the historical archives of Hydra, the Miaulia Festival in June, or enjoy donkey rides and its hiking trails. Spetses, in 2 hours and 15 minutes from Piraeus, is another car-free island with a rich historical past. Enjoy your stay in boutique hotels or 5-star hotel facilities and take bicycle rides or horse carriage tours to explore your surroundings. Don't miss the Spetses Classic Yacht Regatta or the Armata Festival in September. Just 50 minutes flight from Athens is located the island of Kythera, a mythical island with medieval remains, beautiful beaches, and breathtaking landscapes. You can also visit the local waterfall during the summer and visit the medieval remains there. 2 hours by boat from Kythera, you can reach the smallest island of all, Antikythera, which is an unspoiled natural refuge where the first ever computer, the mechanism of Antikythera, was discovered. This mechanism is displayed in the National Archaeological Museum. So you can see that Attica is really Greece in a snapshot and awaits all visitors to travel to the destination once again when conditions are favorable to explore all of the amenities offered for every budget and every age in every season. We would like to thank you for listening to this presentation and ask you to follow our webpage athensattica.com and our social media accounts for more information. Thank you so much for your attention. It was nice meeting you. We are looking forward to welcome you once again in Attica.
So we did a nice tour in Attica and the islands. Amy, I know that you have done a lot of work with Attica. Could you please tell us?
A lot. Maria can confirm that. I think that we managed to present to the holidaymakers Athens not as a city break destination, but as a unique holiday destination. And I'm very proud to say that in 2019, the UK was the first market for Athens, which is a huge success. If we see the data, we can see that in the past, Athens maybe was a 1 or 2 day stay for the Britons, and then they were traveling to the islands. They were taking the boat, the ferries from the Piraeus port, and they were going to the Cyclades or to the Deccanese Islands or to Peloponnese. But I think we have done an exceptional work with Attica. In terms of marketing and of events, of general promotion here in the UK. And we managed to be the first market for Athens in 2019.
Damon, do we have any questions from the audience? Let's go to the audience.
Yeah, so anybody watching, anybody watching, have you got any questions? Just raise your virtual hand on Zoom. This could be any questions for Noel, Emmy, or our representative here from Loutraki.
Otherwise, we will go to the lucky draw. Let's give some minutes to people that are in the Zoom. If they have any questions, if they want to ask something about Loutraki area or the Attica prefecture. Do we have any?
No, I don't see any so far. Hang on. We have somebody. Hello. Hi. Take your microphone off mute. Hi.
Hi, Jamie.
Can you hear me? Hi, guys. Yeah, I did have a question. I think Emmy kind of answered it a little bit earlier on, actually. I just want to know whether you do think it is going to be possible this year, because I know in previous years you have talked about a winter season for Greece. And maybe, as you said, now is the year. This is the year when more than ever that we could possibly do that. Do you think it is possible?
Jamie, of course it's possible as long as we have flights to Greece, because you already know that mainly all tour operators, all airlines stop their flights by October. So I think that if we can't have the slots and the flights we want in May and maybe even in June, they will push back the flights to October and November. I truly believe that. But that means that all restaurants, all hotels must remain open.
I just think there's just so much demand in this country for a bit of sunshine and a chance to get away and a chance to...
Jamie, you know that we had a strategic plan to leave open 2-3 major islands of Greece this year, the previous year, but the pandemic didn't allow that. We were going to start from Crete and Rhodes.
That's right. Yeah.
There was a consensus between the hoteliers, the government, etc., but it wasn't possible.
Okay, well, it'd be fantastic if you could this year. It would be fantastic.
I see many people on Zoom. Do you have other participants that they want to speak with us? Please raise your hand.
Yeah, and switch on your camera as well. It'd be nice to see you.
Yeah.
Or write your question on the chat.
Yeah.
Give them some.
I say, on the subject of winter tourism, Greece has never been consistent in the way that it's approached winter tourism. I often feel that there's a lot of talk, but no action when it comes to that. And don't forget, there's enormous competition for winter tourism. I don't know of a single destination that doesn't want to extend their seasons, and everybody talks about extending the season, but it just never happens. If you go to the Peloponnese, where you would think that there's very good weather, by the second week in September, just about every single taverna and every single hotel has closed. So,
Noel, that's true, but that's what I was talking about, that the private and the public sector had to be aligned. If they are not aligned, we can't have open destinations.
Vivi and Loutraki, what would you say about that?
I would like to stress out that in Loutraki, during normal years, of course not 2021, we have about 15 hotels open on a year-round basis. And this is no accident. We managed to extend our season within tourism forms. Professor Buhalis also mentioned before that we are doing a very, very consistent approach to cycling tourism. And we were very successful on that, and we managed to have groups and teams from all over Northern Europe, some very famous ones, to choose Loutraki for their winter camp. So this is a tourism form that extends seasons by all means. And nowadays, I think Amy mentioned trail and hiking tourism in Tinos. We are doing also very consistent work with certifying our trails in the Iranian mountains. And we are mapping them. And right afterwards, we're going to take certification for all these trails and routes. So we're very, very consistently working to promote our destination specifically for winter and for trekking tourism.
Okay, great.
Vicky?
So
That's fantastic. I think
taken in order to extend the season and have hotels open on a year-round basis. And one more, I would like also to add here that from 2021, at the end of 2021, we will have a direct contact with the suburban railway from the Elvenizelos airport. That means that Loutraki will be accessible by individuals as well within an hour. No stops and changing trains in order to get in the city center of Loutraki, where the hotels are located. This is a plus as well for winter extension of the season.
And a very useful information.
Vivi, why not? Because we have flights to Athens all year round, and not only from Heathrow Airport. I think Maria mentioned Aegean Airlines and British Airways, but we have from Gatwick, we have EasyJet all year round.
Yes.
From the Stansted Airport, we have Ryanair, and I have exciting news. I'm not sure. It has been announced that Jet2 is adding flights to Athens from 2022 May to November. 6 months, it's a start, but it's very important for the whole Peloponnese area to have flights in Athens.
Damon, do
Vivi?
we have questions? Yes, Noel, go ahead.
I was just going to ask Vivi. So, Loutraki isn't well known in the UK. It's always been associated with domestic tourism from Athens. So, have you contacted?
A wrong association, if I may, because Loutraki is very popular, but not in the UK, in other destinations in Europe. For example, we were working with the Scandinavian market for more than 20 years. And the last 5 years, we're working with other destinations like Poland, like Denmark, Belgium and the Netherlands are a market that is opening up for us right now, especially on themed tourism forms like cycling tourism. So we have to be, I will, excuse me because I interrupted you. I want to hear the rest of your question.
No, I was going to say, which tour operators have you contacted in the UK?
Which tour operators? We had an exclusive presentation for Loutraki with many tour operators and travel agents, and we had a few of them interested in our destination. We remain open for cooperation 2021. And we want to see when flights will be open in order to arrange a fun trip for them.
Yeah,
so I don't
Vivi?
have a definite answer for you right now.
Okay.
We're hoping to work with some of them, maybe.
Can I explain how to deal with the English market? At the beginning of last year, I was invited to Athens because the minister wanted to discuss how to introduce new kinds of tour operators. So I know a lot of tour operators in the UK, and I know the locations that suit particular operators and particular interests. Unfortunately, the resources that the UK office has are very limited. There's only 2 people there, which really, for one of the biggest markets to Greece, is faintly ridiculous, because in order to promote your destination, you have to find the right kind of tour operator, because there will be tour operators that are interested, and how you do it is you find the right one, you write to them personally, to the managing director, and you say, this is my resort. We feel that you have things here that will suit you. And you invite them to go over. You'll need a budget. You pay for the flight. You put them up in the hotel, and then you give them complete freedom to wander around, to see how they want to structure a package. And if I can also extend that, if you take the island of Kythera, as far as I know, we're the only operator that features Kythera from the UK, which is ridiculous. It's one of the most beautiful islands in Greece. We do 2 centres there to Elafonisos with Kythera. So there's a lot to do. But there again, one of the complaints we have is that we know how to get a particular destination out to the market. And sometimes it's made incredibly difficult for us. For instance, if I want to send a
journalist... And we finish with
somewhere,
that, Mr. Josephides, because we don't have enough time in our disposal, unfortunately. No, just finish your sentence.
No, I was just going to say, you need to make it as easy as possible to get journalists out to get tour operators out. And when you get a request from a journalist, you reply the next day and you welcome and you say that the funds will be available to help your stay. Unfortunately, and it's no fault of the London office, sometimes we have to wait 2 months before we're given permission to send or any help with a journalist. That is ridiculous. And I think if there's one message that has to be got across to Greece is that if you want to do this job properly, then you need to provide the resources and you've got to cut down the bureaucracy so that we can get these practical things done. And it's a shame that at the moment that's not happening.
Bureaucracy is the internal
it's
problem
the
in Greece.
legislature and it's not us, you know that.
So,
I do.
Vicky?
Yes.
It's time to finish, I
Yes,
think.
we can speak for Greece and for issues like this for lots of time, but it's time to go ahead and to do our lucky draw. So, let's do our lucky draw. I will draw a number. Let me do this one. Sorry. I don't believe. It's 11 again. It's 11 again. It was 11 at the Polish market. So, can I have the name of number 11, please? No. Oh, Mr. Webster, it's your lucky day. It's Jamie Webster. So you win. Let me say the prize. You won. You won 3 days in Athens and 2 days in Loutraki. No flights included.
Oh, wow.
It is the accommodation and the excursion. So you will have the opportunity to go around Athens in Prefecture and Attica. And then you will go to Loutraki and you will meet Vivi there. You're very lucky, Mr. Webster, today.
I am very lucky. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
I'm going to give you all the tips, everything you should do. Write me down.
Just give me a full itinerary. I will do it. I will do everything. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We will be in contact.
We have come to an end. I have to say that this event was an introductory one. Many surprises will follow. Our next appointment is on the 22nd of February, and our next destinations are Italy and Holland. So be there, be prepared. Many things are coming. Many interesting things about tourism are coming. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much,
thank you all.
Vicky,
Thank
for your
you
contribution.
All. Bye-bye, UK. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks again for my prize. Thank you.
Very lucky.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.